my name is Sheryl. I'm going to lead you through a 60-minute core class today. So, if you have followed my Instagram, you will know that we were working on or deciding on what to do for core today, and we have decided to come together to do a call for an inversion practice. So, if you are not an inversion junkie or you have no interest in doing inversions whatsoever, do not worry so much about it. There will be options given to you later on where you can just be on the floor and do the same thing. Trust me, it will be equally challenging, if not more challenging. Okay, so for today's practice, what you will need is 2 blocks, here, 2, as well as a stool here. So this is my ottoman. If you don't have an ottoman, you don't have a stool, you can take a chair, or maybe you can even take a dustbin, that's fine as well. So all this will help you with your practice today. If you have a wall space at the back, that would be good. If not, then you just find a safe place for you where you may be able to fall back on, okay? For today's practice, because we are going to work on core for inversion practice, we will focus a little bit on our abdominal core. That would be the front body, the rectus abdominis here. A little bit on our obliques and transverse abdominis, muscles that wrap from the front towards the back of the core, as well as our paraspinal muscles, which are at the back of the core. And as with all core poses, you will need your pelvic floor, which is here, as well as your diaphragm as well. So all these core muscles work together to help you create a very stable center for your entire body, helping you to move a little bit more efficiently and effectively. A strong core means you breathe better, you work better, you live healthier. Alright, so also because this is a core for inversion practice, we'll do a little bit on our shoulders. And on for the shoulder side, we'll focus a little bit on the action of protraction, where the arms reach forward and you're pushing things away from you. Your shoulder blades move away from each other, then wrapping towards the front of the body. At any point in time, if this practice gets a little bit much for you, don't worry, you can take a sip of water, you can take a break, you can go to the restroom, nobody's watching, so you'll be fine, okay? Are you ready? Are we ready to start? Yes? Okay, let's all get onto our mats. Come to a comfortable seated position first. Here we go. So, in a comfortable seated position, lean forward, pull the fleshy beads away from the sit bones, ground the sit bones down onto the mat, both palms onto your thighs, just one time, press into the palms, lift the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, shoulders down and back, very gently close your eyes here. Or as you breathe, start to notice the movement of your belly with every breath. As you inhale, feel the belly balloon out towards opposite ends of the room. As you exhale, feel the belly move in towards the spine. As the belly cinches in, that is a sign of your core starting to activate. Inhale, belly balloons. Exhale, belly cinches, activating just a little bit. Keep breathing like this. Inhale, belly big. Exhale, belly tightens. Few more deep breath here. Now as you start breathing, start to draw awareness to the base of your posture. Notice that you're grounded down by 2 sit bones, the pubic bone and the tailbone. Notice these 4 bony structures. And as you inhale, imagine these 4 bony structures move away from each other. Exhale, these 4 bony structures move in towards the midline. This is your pelvic floor starting to activate, or your mula bandha working. Inhale, bony structures move away from each other. Exhale, bony structures move in towards each other. Now sync the movement of the bony structures with the movement of the belly. Inhale, feel the container at the center of the torso balloon. Exhale, feel that container tighten. Two more deep breath here. Very gently, have both palms together, front of heart. We'll start the class with one forearm inhale. Very gently blink open your eyes. Namaste everyone, welcome to class. Let's all start our practice. So we'll start by warming up our wrist first. Interlace 10 fingers and then rotate the wrist in one direction. Opposite direction. Good. Okay, shake out the wrist. Now you're going to place both palms onto the floor. I want index fingers at 12 o'clock, okay? So both palms shoulder width distance apart, index fingers 12 o'clock. You're coming into tabletop position. In tabletop position, first move the shoulders side to side. You can lift one palm off and then shift the weight onto the other palm. Continue doing this. Turn the fingertips outwards to face the long edge of the mat. The wrists start to face each other. Continue turning fingertips to face your own knees, back of the wrist, face the front of the room. Continue moving side to side. Now keep the palms like this, both palms down, move the shoulders back and forth. Back and forth. Back and forth. Back and forth. One more. Back and forth. Now lean back, stay here. Feel the stretch at the back of the wrist. Keep the belly in, round the upper back slightly. Lean forward, one by one, turn the fingertips to face the front of the mat. Press the palms into the floor, you round the upper back. Curl the toes under, hover the knees 1 inch away from the floor. Keep the belly drawing in, tuck the tailbone, push into the arms, round the upper back here, stay. Keep breathing. 10 more breaths. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Drop the knees. Okay. Keep the palms shoulder width distance apart. Let's start with plank pose first. In plank pose, make sure palms are underneath the shoulders. Walk the feet back. Hips in line with the shoulders. Do not pike the hips up. Do not drop the hips too low. Okay? Push into the floor, round the upper back here. Squeeze the butt, squeeze the belly. Keep pushing. With the fingertips, you are gripping into the mat until half your fingertips turn wide. Heel of the palms, push the mat away firmly. Another 3 more long deep breaths here in your plank pose. Keep squeezing the butt, draw the belly in. Start to feel the shoulders work. Focus on the palms. Palms push into the floor like you're trying to form palm prints. You know, like Hollywood walk in LA? Okay, step the feet hip width distance apart. Very good. Now shift the weight towards the left palm. Right arm up towards the ceiling. Take side plank position. The top leg, right leg behind you. Make sure both hips are stacked. Hips stay really high. Keep pushing into the left palm here. Very good. Stay here. You should start to feel a little bit of fire in your body. If you don't, you can up the hips a little bit more. Push into the palms a little bit more. I'm already sweating in my aircon room, so I'm sure you're sweating too. Almost there. Squeeze the butt, belly in. Let's keep going, I know. Left arm super strong for now. Left hip high. Okay, switch sides. Right palm down onto the floor. Plank pose. Drop both heels over to the right side. Left arm up towards the ceiling here. Now then switch sides, so left foot behind you. Same thing, don't sink the hips, hips high. Left palm up towards the ceiling as you gaze towards the right palm, or the left palm, choice is yours. Keep the gaze at one non-moving object, belly in, squeeze the butt along. So if you've gone to core class with Darius or Yen, maybe they've made you do 7 minutes or 7. I'm a little bit nicer, we do slightly less than 7 minutes, okay? Just here to warm up the body. Almost there. Another 10 more seconds. You can do 10 more seconds, trust me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Both palms down, come to plank pose. Drop the knees, come onto your forearms here. Forearms, elbow, shoulder width distance apart. Push the mat away, round the upper back, and then slowly lift the knees off. Forearm plank. Squeeze the butt, upper back rounded, belly stays in. Stay here. In forearm plank, usually people pike the hips up too high, so notice if you are doing that. Look at your butt, see if your butt's really higher than the shoulders. If not, if it is, just bring it down a notch. If it's way lower than the shoulders and you feel like you're already doing your up dog or your forearm sphinx pose, then maybe lift the hips a little bit higher. 10 more seconds only. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Hips down. Take locust pose. Arms alongside the body. Let's go. Feet together. Point the toes. Squeeze the butt. Broaden the front of the chest. Now, action of the shoulders is shoulder blade squeezing in towards the midline, lifting the chest up. Good. You don't have to go super high, but I want your legs to be really strong. Super strong legs. So imagine you're a mermaid. You only have one tail, no two tails, okay? Keep going. Well, the next one is going to be everybody's favorite. Trust me. If you know what's coming next, prepare yourself, okay? This is like a break for me. Squeeze the butt, you're almost done. Okay, now slowly you can roll over onto the back. Do your low boat pose. Favorite, right? Essential pose for going upside down. Point the toes, make sure lower back presses down. Arms sweep forward. If this is too hard for you, bring the legs a little bit higher, but do not arch the lower back here. You can do it. Front ribs in towards the back body. Imagine someone punched you in the belly. Head and shoulders lift higher. Keep going. Are you shaking? Yes. If you are just not your head, don't wave, okay? If you're waving, I know you're not shaking. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, release. Oh, okay, last one. You're going to sit up. Place the palms behind the back. Make sure fingertips are pointing towards your own butt. Press into the palms. Reverse tabletop, option 1. Reverse plank pose, option 2. Try keep big toes touch, inner heels touch. Lift the butt as much as you can. Squeeze the butt, that's all. Last one already, you can do it. Almost there. Make sure hips are not too low. You're trying to lift the butt up as much as you can, lengthening the front of the body. Press into the palms more. Squeeze the butt a little bit more. Arms push into the floor more. Remember, you want palm print to be forming in your mat. Almost there. And slowly release. Okay, if you feel a little bit icky in your wrist now, you can shake out the wrist. Thumb and forefingers around, rotate one direction, other direction. Few breaths here. All ready? Okay, now we have done low boat pose, now we're going to do the easier version. the top version of low boat pose. So what I want you to do is bend the knees, come lie down onto the floor, bring both knees to the chest first. Hold onto the shins, rock yourself side to side. Massage the back body first. Good. As much as you can, you're going to draw the knees in towards the chest, lift the lower back away from the floor, reach both arms up towards the ceiling. Now I want you to pulse 20 times, think about armpit towards the knees as you reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling. After the last count, we hold for 10 breaths. Ready? Inhale here, exhale, pulse, head and shoulders off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Touch your armpits. 10, 9. Touch your armpits. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. 2 breaths here. Long inhale, belly balloons. Exhale, belly cinches. 1 more inhale. Long exhale. Okay, second set, both knees to the chest. Okay, reach arms up towards the ceiling. Lift the head and shoulders away from the floor first. I want you to interlace 10 fingers. Release the index fingers like you're holding onto a gun. Reach both arms over towards the right side. So left arm is on the outside of the right knee. Do not rest the right shoulder down and just move the arms, okay? You have to lift the right shoulder blade away from the floor here so the side body core muscles can work. Ready? Arms reach forward, same thing. Pulse 20, hold 10, let's go. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, right shoulder off. 2, 1, hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Oh, do you feel it? I feel like my nasi lemak is coming out. How about you? Are we ready for the second side? Yes? Okay, arms up. Interlace 10 fingers, release the index fingers. Now lift the head and shoulder off the floor. Remember, left shoulder have to come off the mat. Don't just shake your arms, okay? You're not doing an arm workout. We're doing an ab workout from here. Arms reach over towards the left side. Now left shoulder blade lift off. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Does this side feel better? Usually one side feels better than the other. Good. Breathe. 2 breaths here. Relax the belly a little bit. We still have almost 40 more minutes to go. Okay, don't give up yet. Head and shoulders away from the mat, chin between the knees, both arms reach forward. Now right leg up towards the ceiling, left leg reach forward. I want you to reach L-shaped legs. Reach both arms up towards the ceiling. I want fingertips to touch the toes here. So inhale, as you exhale, fingertips to the toes, tap 1. Okay, even if you can't reach the toes, it's okay. Imagine you're reaching up to some gold bars up in the ceiling or your 4D ticket that you bought for tonight or tomorrow. Okay? Inhale up, exhale, pulse. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Second side, both knees into the chest. Left leg up to the ceiling. Remember, left leg straight. Right leg towards the front of the room. L-shaped legs here. Flex the left foot. Both arms reach up. Remember, you're trying to just reach as high up as you can. Toes is just one landmark. If you can't reach the toes, it's okay. Inhale here. Exhale, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Good. Few breaths. If you like, you can rock yourself side to side. Next set, right leg up towards the ceiling, left leg forward, reach both arms up, interlace 10 fingers, release the index fingers. Going to do a twist here. So same thing, both arms over towards the right side, make sure right shoulder blade is not on the floor. You are reaching up and forward. Ready? Inhale here, exhale, pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Whew. One more. Left leg up towards the ceiling. Right leg forward, belly in. Both arms reach up, interlace 10 fingers, release the index fingers. Both arms over towards the left side. Left shoulder blade away from the floor. Don't just shake the arms, okay? Inhale here. Exhale forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good job. Okay, just one last variation. Almost there, and then we're off the floor. Okay? Okay, bring both knees to the chest again. First, rock yourself side to side. Massage the back body. Bring your right leg up towards the ceiling, left leg forward. Reach the arms forward. You're going to reach the head and shoulders away from the mat, and then give yourself one clap. And come down. Okay? We'll clap 20 times. Last one, we hold there, and then we hold for 10 breaths. Same thing. Last variation already. Ready? Inhale here. Exhale, reach up. Clap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that. 10, 9. Don't hold on to fingertips. 8, 7. Just fingertips. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Oh. One more side. Left leg up, right leg forward, L-shaped legs. Arms alongside the body. Ready? Inhale here, exhale up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Good job. Both knees into the chest. Rock yourself side to side. I hope you're starting to sweat. If not, we can do more, yeah? Rock yourself back and forth. And then come into your downward facing dog. Okay, if you need, retie your hair. Maybe wipe away your sweat. Take a sip of water. Choice is yours. And then once you come into your down dog, make sure palms are shoulder width distance apart, feet hip width distance apart. Start to shake out the legs side to side. Make sure it's comfortable for you. Whenever you are ready, come into stillness and downward facing dog. Keep the hips high. 5 deep breaths here in your down dog. Work on grounding firmly into the palms. Heel of the palms, push into the mat, send the hips up and back. 4 more breaths here. 3, 2, and 1. Feet together. Next inhale, right leg up towards the ceiling. Keep the hips square. Don't open the hip and then bend the knee, alright? We're not doing scorpion tail here. So we want to keep the core activated, inner thigh squeezing in towards the midline, so both sides of the hips is in one line. Flex the right foot. Do not change your down dog body. You still stay in your down dog body. Just draw the right thigh towards the belly, knee to the chest. Good. Now glue the thigh towards the belly. Don't let the thigh lift off. Move the shoulders forward towards plank pose position. Hold. You're crunching here. Stay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, knee higher, 4, knee forward more, 3, bring it forward, 2, no sound, foot between the palm, drop the back knee down. You're coming into a low lunge. In your low lunge, don't sit the hips low. I want you to keep both legs around 90 degrees. Right thumb into your right hip crease, draw the right hip crease back. Lengthen the tailbone, belly draws in, curl the back toes under. Now both palms onto your hips. Make sure back foot is steady. Hover the left knee 1 inch away from the mat. And then we start pulsing. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that. 10, 9, 8, left leg shaking. 7, maybe right leg shaking. 6, 5, belly in. 4, lengthen tailbone. 3, inner thigh squeeze. 2, and 1. Both palms onto the floor. Straighten the front leg. Back foot steps 1 step in, bow forward, pyramid pose. If you need additional support, you can grab your blocks. Frame the front leg with blocks. Palms onto the blocks. Lengthen the spine, and then you bow forward here. Two more breaths in your pyramid. I would recommend, if you don't have blocks yet, grab 2 blocks and frame the front foot now. If you have your blocks, I want you to have it at the highest in the middle height, which is like this. If you're really flexible, you can go lower or you can go without. But without is very, very difficult. But if you like a challenge, by all means, okay? So I'm going to have the blocks at the lowest height here. What I want you to do is to press the palms into the block, round the upper back. Think about your plank pose body. Now hover the right foot away from the floor, point the toes. Stay here. 10 deep breath. 9, 8, pull the right hip crease back. 7, 6, keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step the right foot down. Good job. Put the blocks aside, palms onto the floor, step back, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Full inhale. Exhale here. 2 more inhale. Long exhale. Last full inhale. Complete exhale. Feet together now. Left leg up towards the ceiling. Same thing, hip square. That means left toes is pointing down towards the floor. You're not trying to open up the hip here. Inner thigh squeeze. With the hip square, just bend the left knee. Don't change your shoulders. Draw the left thigh towards the belly, knee to the chest. So you're gluing the thigh to the belly here. Move the shoulders forward towards plank pose position. Push the palms into the floor. Round the upper back. Stay here. 10, 9, move the knees forward. 8, knees higher. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. No sound, foot between the palm, back knee down. Same thing. Low lunge, both legs in 90 degrees. Resist the temptation to sit low. We're not stretching yet. Okay? You'll do it later. Left thumb into the hip crease. Gently draw the left hip crease back so both sides of the hips are facing forward, not facing out to the side. Curl the back toes under, lengthen the tailbone, belly draws in. Very gently hover the right knee 1 inch away from the floor. And then let's start pulsing. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hover here, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both palms onto the floor, straighten the back leg. Step the right foot one step in, ground the heel down, square the hips, bow forward, pyramid pose, few deep breath. The front leg, which is the left leg, is stretching slightly. You feel the hamstring stretch here. Same thing, if you find that this is too much for you, grab blocks. Go easy. Inner thigh squeezing, belly draws in. Very good. 3 more breaths. Same thing, set up the blocks in the same configuration as before. It can be the lowest, middle, or middle height, or no blocks, choice is yours. So I have the middle height here, no, I have the lowest height here. So press the palms into the block, you round the upper back, draw the belly in. Remember, you must imagine like someone's punching you. Hover the left foot 1 inch away from the mat, point the toes, let's hold here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left foot down. Good job. Place the blocks aside, both palms onto the floor, back to downward facing dog, shake it up. Good job. One more breath here. Feet together now, right leg up towards the ceiling, keep the hips squared, flex the right foot. Without moving the shoulders, right knee into the chest, glue the belly through the thigh. Move the shoulders forward towards plank pose, push the floor away, round the upper back a lot. Maintain this first. 10 breath, 9, 8 knee forward more, 7 shoulders forward, 6 good, 5 knee higher, 4, 3, 2, 1 foot between the palm, high lunge, curl the back toes under, and then lift the back knee off. Same thing, square the hips, inner thigh draws in, 10 fingers behind the head. Few rounds here. Imagine like you're doing cat-cow, okay? Inhale, arch the back, look up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, elbows together, try touch the front knee. Inhale up, lean back. Exhale, elbows together, crunch. 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 Inhale up, lean back. Elbows together, crunch. Up, back, together, crunch. Up, back. Elbows together, crunch. 2 more. Up, back. Elbows together, crunch. Last one. Up, lean back. Elbows together, crunch. Inhale, come back up to neutral. Widen the elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lean forward 45 degrees. Resting warrior, palms behind the head for additional weight. Press the back of the head into the palms. You start to feel the back body fire up. Lengthen the tailbone more. Squeeze the butt cheek in towards each other. 8 more breaths. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Palms together, front of heart. Lean forward. You're going to take warrior 3. Okay, I got no space. Warrior 3, flex the back foot. Inner thigh squeezing in towards the midline. If you need additional support, palms can be onto the mat or onto blocks. Ready? Inhale here. Exhale now, left knee into the nose, crunch 1. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. axle 6. Inhale, axle 7. Inhale, axle 8. Inhale, axle line knee to nose. Inhale, axle 10. Inhale, axle 10. Inhale, axle 9. Inhale, lengthen, axle crunch 8. Inhale, axle 6. Inhale, axle 5. Inhale, axle 4. Inhale, axle 3. Inhale, axle 2. Inhale, axle 1. Inhale, lengthen, standing splits, left leg up towards the ceiling, bow forward, point the left toes up towards the ceiling. Few breaths to rest here. 3 more breaths here. Option to keep the fingertips down onto the mat, or you can take your blocks, place the palms onto blocks, okay? You can do toe taps now, similar to what we were doing when we lifted the leg up in your pyramid pose, okay? Flex left foot, inhale here, exhale left toes, tap the left wrist 1. Inhale up, exhale tap 2. Inhale up, exhale tap 3. Inhale up, exhale tap 4. Inhale up, exhale tap 5. Inhale up, exhale 6. Inhale, exhale 7. Inhale, exhale 8. Inhale, exhale 9. Last one. Inhale, exhale tap, hold 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Put the blocks aside, step back, downward facing dog, shake it out. So I don't know about you, but the back of my right leg was really screaming. 3 more breaths here. Good. Feet together, left leg up towards the ceiling, hips stay square. Left knee into nose, round and lean forward. Now bring the knee forward, push the floor away, round the upper back for 10. 9, knee forward more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 forward more, and 1 foot between the palm, high lunge. Square the left hip back, right hip forward, inner thigh stay squeezing, back knee can bend slightly. Okay, interlace 10 fingers behind the head. Ready? Inhale here, lean the head into the palms, look back slightly. Exhale, elbow together, touch the front knee. 1. Inhale up. Exhale, tap 2. Inhale up. Exhale, crunch 3. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, tap 4. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, tap 5. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, tap 6. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, tap 7. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, tap 8. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, tap 9. Last one. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, tap 10. Inhale, come back to neutral. Same thing. Widen the elbows. Draw the shoulder blades in towards each other. Lean forward 45 degrees. Press the back of the head into the palms. 10 breaths here. Just feel the back body work for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both palms onto the floor or palms together front of heart. You take your warrior 3. Okay. With palms onto the mat or palms in front of the heart, square the hips, make sure inner thighs hugging into the midline. Let's start crunching. Inhale here, exhale right knee to nose, crunch 1. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale 10. Inhale. Exhale 10. Inhale. exhale 9, inhale, exhale 8, inhale, exhale 7, inhale, exhale 6, inhale, exhale 5, inhale, exhale 4, inhale, exhale 3, inhale, exhale 2, inhale, exhale 1, hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now palms onto the floor or onto the blocks. Take your standing splits. Now right leg up towards the ceiling. Feel breath here. Feel the back of the left leg stretch. It should be working really hard earlier. Four more breaths. Now palms onto the mat or onto the blocks. Ready, square the hips. Inhale here, exhale right toes, tap the right wrist 1. Inhale up, exhale tap 2. Inhale up, exhale tap 3. Inhale up, tap 4. Inhale up, tap 5. Inhale up, tap 6. Inhale up, tap 7. Inhale up, tap 8. Inhale up, tap 9, last one. Inhale up, tap, hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, good. Put the blocks aside, go back down dog, shake it out. Three more breaths here. Last deep breath. Drop the knees, few moments, child's pose. Arms can be alongside the body or in front of you, choice is yours. Few breath there. Last deep breath, are you okay? We have another about 28 minutes to go. 18 minutes to go, 18 minutes to go, my bad. 18 minutes to go. Almost there. Okay, again, place the forearms onto the floor. Make sure elbows are shoulder width distance apart. So, forearms down, interlace 10 fingers. I like that a little bit more. More connection here creates more stability. Okay, press the elbows down, round the upper back slightly. Slowly, one by one, walk the feet back. Take your forearm plank. Same thing, forearm plank, don't sit the butt up, yeah? This is a dolphin pose. You can do that later, not yet. Lengthen the tailbone, heels together. Imagine you're hugging a block between the inner thighs. Now slowly you can drop both heels over to the right, left foot off the floor. Heels back to center, over to the left, center 1, right, center 2, left, center 2, right, center 3, left, center 3, right, center 4, left, center 4, right, center 5, left, center 5. Look, my butt sticking, right, center 6, left, center 6, try, right, center 7, left, center 7, right, center 8, left, center 8, right, center 9, left, center 9, right, center 10, left, center 10, right, center 10, left, center 10, yeah, right, center 9, left, center 9, right, center 8, left, center 8, right, center 7, left, center 7, right, center 6, left, center 6, right, center 5, left, center 5, right, center 4, left, center 4, right, center 3, left, center 3, 2 more, right, center 2, left, center 2, last one, right, center, left, center, drop the knees, child's pose. Arms can be in front of you or alongside the body, choice is yours. Few moments here. Okay, come back up to seated. Now, we're going to take Dolphin pose. So Dolphin pose is the forearm version of your down dog. Make sure elbows shoulder width distance. Same thing, interlace 10 fingers for more stability. If you find that your elbows slip really, really fast, shoulder width distance first, and then think about locking the elbows by rolling onto the outer skin. So you can roll the elbow skin inwards. Alright, and then that will help you lock the elbows a little bit better. Elbows down, shoulder width. Interlace 10 fingers. Elbows into the floor, protract the shoulders, round the upper back, curl the toes under, lift the knees up, Dolphin pose. You can walk the feet in as much as you can. Ready? Now sit the butt as high up as you can. This is your favorite, yeah? Inhale here. As you exhale, can you touch the elbows towards the palms? One. The chin towards the palms. One. Inhale, push back. Exhale, chin to palms. Two. Inhale, back. Exhale, tap. Three. Inhale, back. Exhale, tap. Four. Inhale, back. Exhale, tap. Five. Inhale, back. Exhale, tap. Six. Inhale, back. Exhale, tap. Inhale, back. Exhale, 8. Inhale, back. Exhale, 9. Inhale, back. Exhale, 10. Inhale, back. Exhale, 10. Inhale, back. Exhale, 9. Inhale, back. Exhale, 8. Inhale, back. Exhale, 7. Inhale, back. Exhale, 6. Inhale, back. Exhale, 5. Inhale, back. Exhale, 4. Inhale, back. Exhale, 3. Inhale, back. Exhale, 2. Last one. Inhale, back. Exhale, tap 1. Inhale, press back. Exhale, drop the knees. Release. Shake out the shoulders, side to side. Maybe cross circles with your arm glutes. Okay, so we have already warmed up our core, front body, a little bit of leg tension work, a little bit of pushing into the arms, rounding the back, a little bit of squeezing the butt and activating the back body. So more or less we have warmed up all parts of our core and our shoulders to prepare us for the inversion. As I was saying earlier, if going upside down is a no-no for you, what you're going to do, you're going to take your favorite pose, low boat pose, okay? So in this version of low boat pose, you're going to do it almost like a headstand. Interlace 10 fingers behind the head, wrap the elbows forward, feel the back of the shoulders protract, both knees into the chest first, lift both legs up towards the ceiling, point the toes, and you lower from 90 degrees down to 45 degrees. That's it, and come up and down, okay? As you come down, make sure you squeeze your butt, yeah? So legs together, squeeze the butt as you come down 45 degrees and up. For those who are at home, and if you want to do the version with the inversion, this is where your stool comes in. So you're going to have the wall behind you, the stool in front of you. Take your headstand with the back facing the wall, face is facing the stool. And if you have no idea how to do a headstand, then do the previous version. But if you are pretty acquainted with headstand and you need a quick refresher, top of the head onto the floor. If you don't know where's the top of the head, take a block, place it on top of the head. More or less, it's going to be that spot. Again, interlace 10 fingers behind the head. Elbows are shoulder width distance. Make sure it's not wider. If it's narrower or wider, it's less stable. Shoulder width distance, more stable. Okay. So, whether you're lying down onto the floor or you can place the crown of the head onto the floor, let's go in. Those doing headstand, crown of the head onto the floor, feet onto the chair. Almost like you're doing your dolphin pose with the feet on the chair, head on the floor. Okay? Let's go. So interlace 10 fingers, crown of the head down. Round the upper back, feet one by one step up towards the chair. You can bring the feet together, round the upper back, come onto your tiptoes here. Press the palms into the floor. If you can, lift the legs up towards the ceiling, and then you squeeze. So those with legs 90 degrees on the mat, go down 45 degrees down. Now everyone, hinge from the hips, and then bring the toes closer towards the chest. 1. Inhale up. Exhale, hinge 2.
Inhale up. Exhale, hinge 3. Inhale up. Exhale, hinge 4. Inhale up. Exhale, hinge 5. Inhale up. Exhale, hinge 6. Inhale up. Exhale, hinge 7. Inhale up. Exhale, hinge 8. Inhale up. Exhale, hinge 9. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale, hinge 10. If you are taking your headstand, one by one, knees onto the floor. Child's pose. Stack the head, forehead onto the palms. And a few breaths here. Okay. How's that for you? Was okay? Now you don't need the chair anymore. You can put the chair aside. If you are still on your back, the next version from legs 90 degrees, where the legs is up towards the ceiling, you'll bring it as close to the floor as you can. Okay? So, it is legs from this direction, all the way down and up. For those who are going to do it in your headstand, you're going to try with the feet onto the floor and then lift it up towards the ceiling. It's going to be a lot more, so we're just going to do 5 times. If you want to do more after this, you can do it on your own after we end the class. Alright? Okay. So those who are taking the headstand, interlace 10 fingers behind the head, elbow shoulder width distance. Those in low bird pose, legs up towards the ceiling, interlace 10 fingers behind the head. Ready? Everyone, point the toes. Now lift the legs. Those in headstand, lift the legs up towards the ceiling. Those in low bird pose, lower the legs as much as you can. And then slowly go down 1. Straighten the legs all the way. Down 2. Straighten the legs all the way. All the way down 3. Straighten the legs all the way. All the way down 4. Last one, straighten the legs all the way. All the way down 5. Okay, really good. Slowly, those in headstand, take child's pose few moments. Those who are on your back, just rest few moments. Okay, last one. To make your life a little bit more exciting, and maybe to burn away all the extra calories you've consumed when you've been working from home, you're going to have a weight with you, so it's 1 block. If you don't have a block, you can take a little book, but the heavier the book, the harder it is. Okay? So, those who are on your back, interlace 10 fingers behind the head, grab the block with your feet, head and shoulders away from the floor, grab the elbows forward. Inhale here, exhale, you lower down as much as you can. Then inhale, bring it all the way up. Exhale down as much as you can too. Inhale up all the way. And you understand what you need to do, yeah? For the rest in headstand, you can do the same with the block between the feet. So I have cock blocks, they're pretty heavy. If you have a lighter block now, maybe you want to run and grab that one, okay? If not, you stay here, crown of the head onto the floor. Just 5, we'll just do 5 together, and then you're almost done. Ready? Let's go. Slowly place the block onto the mat, or between the feet if you're doing the low boat pose version. Interlace 10 fingers behind the head, wrap the elbows forward wherever you are. Try to hold onto the block. Now slowly, you're going to lift the block up towards the ceiling. Ayu. And then come down 1. Up to the ceiling. Good. Yeah. Come down 2. Up to the ceiling. Down 3. Up. Down 4. Last one, up. Down 5. Okay, very good. Plant the feet down. Child's pose for those in headstand. For those who are on your back, just rest. Wherever you are, come lie down onto your back. Grab 1 block with you. Slide the block underneath the sacrum. Middle height will do. Don't go too high. Straighten both legs towards the front of the room. Arms alongside the body. Feel the whole front body stretch first. So we did a lot of crunch lungeing action or bring the knees towards the chest. The muscles that were working were your hip flexors and also a little bit of your quads here. So what you're going to do now is to lengthen your hip flexors. You're going to draw, if this is okay for you, draw the right knee into the chest, interlace 10 fingers across the shin. Left foot, you hover 1 inch away from the mat. I'm not sure if you can see it from the screen from here. But if you hover, the weight of gravity will lengthen the left hip flexor a little bit more. Now again, straighten the right leg up towards the ceiling, interlace 10 fingers behind the thigh. Feel the L-shaped legs. So this is what we did for most of the class, yeah? This leg shape. Again, bend the right knee. Slowly release the right leg forward. Bring both feet down first, switch sides, left knee into the chest, interlace 10 fingers across the shin. Then you hover the right heel 1 inch away from the mat. Straighten the left leg up towards the ceiling, interlace 10 fingers behind the thigh, L-shaped legs. Now bend the left knee. Step both feet into the mat, lift the hips up, put the block aside. Draw both knees to the chest, rock yourself side to side. Drop both knees over to the right, look to the left, spinal twist, few deep breaths. Knees to center, switch, knees to the left, look to the right. Knees back to center, both knees to the chest. Give yourself one last big hug. And then take your Shavasana if you like. So those who are going to take Shavasana, you can mute the screen, mute the audio, and then take your Shavasana. For our friends who are still ready to continue hopping, jumping, and take your other inversions, please feel free. You can go to any wall or the center of the room, place the palms down, and then start hopping. Alright? Thank you for joining me today. If you have any questions, comments, or feedback, please let me know. Namaste everyone. Thank you for joining. I hope you had fun.